What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Jurassic World Evolution 2. We are here today in this desert area because today we will be moving on to the creatures that lived in Africa. Now, I want you to ignore the cactuses that are around here. I am fully aware that cactuses don't grow in Africa, but I'm using the Arizona map, which is like the closest thing we have to an African savanna type area. So yeah, we're going to have to work with that. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, let's put together an arrival point. And let me go through the list of dinosaurs that are in Africa. And I'm thinking Australia and Antarctica can also go in here, simply because there aren't too many dinosaurs in that roster. And look at the species in Africa. We've only got 7 species in Africa. The rest are in Australia and Antarctica. So maybe what we could do is just do one episode that's just Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Yeah, that's what we could do. So let's get started. Let's build a path going over here. And then on the other side, we could throw in a bathroom and emergency shelter. We'll throw in a Biosyn-themed emergency shelter, as well as a bathroom. Throw a bathroom next to it. And we'll throw in a hotel. There we go. That should be good enough for now. Alright, so what we could do is we'll build our first enclosure. And what am I thinking? A small herbivore enclosure? What do we got for... So for Africa, we've got Kentrosaurus, Nigersaurus, Oranosaurus, and that's it for the herbivores. And for Australia, we've got Mataburosaurus and Minmi. And then for Antarctica, I guess Lystrosaurus. A small enclosure that's like a lot of the African herbivores. And then what we could do is just have Africa on one side, Australia on the other side. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I figured I'd put like Africa, Australia, and Antarctica together because there's not really much. There's not really much you can do when it comes to, like, especially the Australia creatures. And the Antarctica ones. Because literally the only Antarctica creature that's in the game pretty much is Cryolophosaurus. Yeah, so we can't really do much. Alright, so let's get our hatchery going. So this will probably just be a one-parter, seeing how we can't really do much with this park. Nigersaurus, and finally Oranosaurus. For Oranosaurus, we might go with the Camp Cretaceous variant. Either that, we'll go with a mixture of both. That's what we'll do. We'll go with a mixture of both, see what happens. Hopefully we get more Camp Cretaceous ones than we do evolution ones. That's what I'm hoping on. Alright, we need some room so we can put in a viewing gallery, as well as a couple of viewing domes, and then we could throw them in. Alright, so viewing dome, and then we'll put one here. There we go. That should be good. Alright, let's release the Kentrosaurus first. Alright, so that's Kentrosaurus done. Let's move on to Nigersaurus. Probably the only herbivore in the entire park. Or sauropod. After this, I'm thinking about doing, like, continental battle royales. Just to see who would win. Alright, we got that done. And then let's release Oranosaurus. And then what we could do, take a little, like, Let's finish off Africa before we move on to Australia. So let's throw in, like, the carnivores that live here, which include Carcharodontosaurus, Majungasaurus, Spinosaurus, and Suchomimus. So we'll put them all in, like, separate enclosures. We'll have them all in separate enclosures. I'm thinking we could put, like, Spinosaurus in the back. Yeah, Spinosaurus will go in the back. There we go. That'll be the Spinosaurus enclosure right there. And then what we could do is, like, throw in, maybe... Oh, yeah, we got Carcharodontosaurus as well. How about we put Carcharodontosaurus in here, and then we put Spinosaurus in here? The Spinosaurus will just be the one, so we'll just put that in there. And then, let me just get all the enclosures done, so we have them. Alright, so what we could do is put in some of these viewing galleries over here. Unless we want to put Majungasaurus over here. We could put, Spinosaurus over here, maybe. And then we'll move on to Australia and Antarctica, and then we'll be good to go. Oh wait, how many species do we have in, like... So Australia has 4 species, and Antarctica has 6. Alright, I'll tell you what, this'll just be the Africa Park. This'll just be the Africa Park. And maybe we could start, like, a little... What's it called? Safari tour. Yeah, that could work, actually. A little safari tour. We'll, of course, have, like, viewing galleries, just so we have that and whatever. Alright, so that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. So let's, move the building. Release. We'll put Majungasaurus over here. Or should we put Suchomimus over here? Yeah, piss off shelter coverage. I feel like Australia and Antarctica would have enough to have, like, a full-on park. With only, like, 6 species in it. And plus, the Kronosaurus is an aquatic, and that would probably require a lot of space, too. So, yeah, I think it'd be better to just have an Australia and Antarctica park separate. So, Suchomimus should be done any minute. Yep, let's go. Suchomimus, let's release them. Alright, Africa. The Suchomimus is done. Let's move on to Majungasaurus. Let's get Majungasaurus done, so it should be right over here. There we go. There we go, that's Majungasaurus done. Oh, we should probably put, like, live prey feeders in the Majungasaur enclosure, just in case they decide they want to hunt. And we should do the same thing with the Carcharodontosaurus enclosure. Yeah, restroom coverage low. Yeah, we get it. Alright, Majungasaurus, let's hatch them up. And then that'll be the whole, basically, Africa park. And there's still a lot more space for... Maybe we could throw in Australia and Antarctica. You guys will have to decide. It's up to you guys what you think. Alright, let's release Majungasaurus. Alright, so that's Majungasaurus done. Let's go ahead and move this over to here. Save Spinosaurus for last. We'll move on to Carcharodontosaurus next. There we go. Carcharodontosaurus is being hatched up. We've got Majungasaurus. We've got Suchomimus. We've got the herbivores. So yeah, not really much is going on. The herbivores can't really defend themselves from any of the carnivores if they ever were to break out. Especially the Carcharodontosaurus and Spinosaurus. We got 2 Carchas and 1 Spino. While we wait, let's get this coverage going. Bathrooms are in high demand. So are emergency shelters. And I'm guessing amenities are in high demand as well. Alright, I'll worry about the satisfaction later. Let's release the Carcharodontosaurus. One of the apex predators. Alright. We got that. Let's move this over to the Spinosaur enclosure. Now, will this fit? It will. Okay, cool. Here we go. Spinosaurus is being thrown in. While we wait, let's get the paths out of the way. There's probably going to be emergency shelters in high demand, so let's get them done and over with. Yep, one right over here. Bathroom over here. There we go. That should be them fully satisfied. How are we on emergency shelters? We're good. How about bathrooms? No, we're good. Alright, we've got some hotels. Maybe put like a hotel like over here or something. Yeah, that's what we could do. We'll put a big hotel over here. Just so we have stuff to do. Alright. Spinosaurus, let's release it. Our biggest creature in here. Alright. We got the Spinosaurus in here. Don't need the hatchery anymore. And that's pretty much the Africa Park done. Can't really do much, but we've got creatures anyway. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.